There have been a lot of people on the internet who have gotten hit with this cancellation. And a lot of them I know, some of them I don't know. And I look at it and I see that this is a sensitive subject. Somebody who is affected by any sort of anything having to do with adults, and I mean, for real, grooming it's a very sensitive thing.
Well, the internet is not happy with Jojo Siwa because she came out in a podcast with Howie Mandel in defense of Colleen Ballinger. And I feel like I should give my 2 cents into this because I did do a video about Jojo and Colleen's inappropriate relationship. Before I get into it, I went back and forth on doing this video because when I did my last one about Colleen and Jojo, my channel got demonetized until I uploaded several videos that they had to manually approve, and my channel took a bit of a hit for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was freaking out. Tears were shed. YouTube is my job and source of income, so that whole thing happened and it was terrifying. So I am a little bit nervous to do this video, but I am following YouTube's guidelines in this video just like I did in the last one, so hopefully nothing bad happens from this. I couldn't help but wonder if I won't say anything. To be honest with you, I did think that Jojo was still friends with Colleen. I didn't know that she was, but I kind of wondered because she didn't really say anything when all of this happened. And if you remember, Jojo came from Dance Moms, so she has been around a lot of adults that are not the best people, to put it lightly. And she's also been friends with a lot of adults, and I think that she is still at an age where she doesn't realize how weird this is yet. When you're 20, no offense to anybody who's 20, okay? But when you're 20, you really do think you know it all. Or if you don't think you know it all, you just feel very grown up. But trust me, once you get to my age, you're like, that was nothing. I feel oldie moldy now. The way that I thought when I was 20, nowhere near how I think today at 33. I think it's funny talking about how I'm 33 and I have freaking pigtails and a Disneyland shirt on. I like Disney. I don't know what to tell y'all. And it's cute. Look how freaking cute this is. It's so dang cute. Love this. My hair looks kind of stupid though. Some 20-year-olds, they still haven't realized how weird it is for a 30-something-year-old to want to be your BFF. And some 20-year-olds aren't going to realize that until they reach their 30s. And then they realize how much time has passed since they've been 20. And they start thinking back on things that they went through or that adults said to them, and they start realizing that some stuff's a bit weird. Or sometimes they just become that weird adult that thinks it's cool to be friends with kids. I also want to say this in case some of you guys don't know, because I was covering the Vanderpump Rules cheating scandal, which if you haven't seen that, go check out those videos because that's cheating scandal. Oh my God. The juice. That is like so much tea in that video. It's crazy. Tom Sandoval dressing up for Halloween as his mistress while hanging out with his current girlfriend that he owned a house with. Oh my God. It was so bad. Anyways, Howie Mandel stirred up some controversy several months back when he did an interview with Tom Sandoval, who, you know, the Bravo community, people who watch Vanderpump Rules, people on the internet like are not fans of because of what he did to his girlfriend, which was horrible. Anyways, Howie Mandel had Tom Sandoval on his podcast and he was defending him. Honestly, seemed very uneducated on what actually happened within the cheating scandal. But the fact that he had him on and like talked positively about him, it was quite the controversy. So the fact that he got Jojo to defend Colleen on his podcast as well, I just find to be interesting. So Jojo talked about how her and Colleen are friends and that Colleen is cool.
Speaking of friends, are you, and if I'm wrong, are you friends with Colleen Ballinger still?
Yeah, I know Colleen very, very, very well. And I think the work that Colleen has done for the internet is incredible. I think her creativity is incredible.
Yeah.
The difference with Colleen and I is we were, once I became her friend and she became my friend and she became somebody that I looked up to. She became somebody that I idolized. She became somebody that I was like, wow, this person is a hard worker. She's a genius. She's a very strong YouTuber. And I I idolized that, you know? And so throughout our friendship, we've probably filmed 100 videos together, and she's cool.
We really need to put into perspective this and how not okay this is. JoJo became friends, actual friends, with Colleen when she was 12 years old, and Colleen was in her 30s. That is not normal.
What do you say about that?
I've known Colleen since I was 12.
I would imagine if you're friends with her, you kind of met her when you were young.
I was 12 when I met her.
And
she's always been nothing but kind to me. Her family, nothing but kind to me.
I don't know any sane adult that is gonna think that that's normal, because it's not. I don't think JoJo has realized this yet. And my hope for her is that as she grows up and matures, that she realizes that that is weird. Because I would hate for JoJo to reach her 30s and to become a Colleen Ballinger, where she thinks it's normal to be friends with a 12-year-old, because it's not. I understand that in the YouTube world that other YouTubers will, YouTubers collab, okay? And a lot of times, to be honest, sometimes it's really fake, okay? Sometimes people meet up for collabs, just for the views or the notoriety, or, to share subscribers. And it's a mutual thing between the two of them that they're not super close, but they have a like-minded interest, and, it's for gain, basically, for better or worse. I don't think people mean any harm in it or anything. It's just beneficial to both parties, so they do that. So some friendships on YouTube are fake. Sometimes it's like those people literally only hang out with each other when they're collabing. There was a video that Shane Dawson just recently did with JoJo, and you can tell they don't hang out. Maybe they'll shoot a DM every now and then, I don't know, but you can just tell there's not this close bond there. They're giving we just collab vibes. I don't know their personal life, but it's giving that vibe to me personally. But JoJo went on this podcast saying, I am friends with Colleen. Honey, that's not normal. That is not normal. I don't think she knows this yet. There were situations when I was hanging out with people much older than their 30s when I was 16 years old. Okay. And at that time, I thought I was so cool. I was like, I'm cool and mature that these adults want to hang out with me, that they think that I'm cool, or that they're telling me adult things, or that I'm having adult conversations. I thought it was the coolest thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm mature, and I get along with adults. And you just don't realize sometimes when you're that young how weird it is until you're that adult that's that age, and you look back on it and you're like, oh my God. That is so wrong what they were doing. Sometimes it's not blatantly obvious, because if someone is inappropriate with you, you know what I mean? Certain words I can't say on YouTube, not trying to get demonetized here, but if somebody's super inappropriate with you when you're a teenager, you may recognize it, right? But if it's just someone who's being friends with you and being chill with you, you may think, well, they're not doing anything wrong. Oh, there's so much wrong with being friends with a child. Why is that adult's maturity level at the same level as this child? Have their brains not developed or something? What in the world does JoJo and Colleen have in common? Colleen is a married mother. What does she have in common with a 20-year-old girl? What did she have in common with the 12-year-old? And the biggest thing too that I think is so important to bring up is that this is a pattern. This is something that she has continuously done, where she has been friends with literal kids. I've been on YouTube for several years. I've been to VidCon, and no, not VidCon. I've been to Playlist Live, excuse me. I've heard, through the grapevine, I shall say, that Colleen was rude. Like, I've heard people say in passing, since I've been doing YouTube since 2015, that she was not nice, or I've heard people say she was the rudest YouTuber they ever met. Like, I've definitely heard those things. So it was always in the back of my mind, but like, I was not expecting this. I wasn't expecting JoJo to get in a podcast and say that the things that are out about Colleen are lies.
I think this is the first time that I've talked about this, so I just want to make sure I say my exact piece that I want to say. The internet can take a lie and run so far with it, so far that it's to the point where you just can't do anything about it. I think the problem is the internet was able to capitalize off of her cancellation, and they still are, and they still are continuing to, and it's not okay because a lot of it is based off of lies.
That has me blown away, because most of the things, if not all of them, I'll say most of them, because some things don't have like proof or evidence, but most things have stuff to back it up. Like, where it's like proof. How can you call that lies? Anything that could have been a lie at this point don't even matter, because everything that's out there that's the truth is such a big deal. Maybe JoJo has had blinders on and hasn't been paying attention to any of it. Y'all, I think my camera's breaking every single time I film lately. It is just overheating like crazy. I can't even get one video done before it overheats. I just feel really bad for everyone who was negatively impacted by Colleen that watched that. Because there was probably some people that were fans of JoJo that feel very invalidated. I don't know. I also want to say, I don't think like immaturity or age is an excuse to defend somebody, even though it may sound like I'm giving excuses because of her age. Because I mean, when we watch Adam McIntyre's videos about this situation, he is very smart and educated on what is appropriate and not appropriate. And he's the exact same age that she is. Where's her mom and all this? She had her on Dance Moms being treated like crap by what's her name? Brain fart. Wow. What is her name? Abby Lee Miller. I don't know why her name slipped my mind. Who also, by the way, has been in the news because she literally said that she liked teenage high school football players.
Have you seen
What?
All the Right Moves?
No.
That's the best movie ever.
With him in it?
Oh my God, yes, All the Right Moves. He's a high school football player. Oh my
Ooh.
God. That's my downfall. I like the high school football players. I still like them.
Holy freaking pedophile. Oh no, I'm gonna get demonetized because I called her that. I swear to God, if YouTube messes with me in this video, I'll make another community tab post about you, YouTube. Don't you test me. I did want to talk a little bit at the end of this video as well about Joshua's videos that he did with Swoop, which, by the way, fantastic interview that Swoop did. I'm a mom, so like I don't really have time to sit there and watch like almost 4-hour long videos, but I did watch this one and I watched it in increments. It took me a couple days to finish it, but I did watch the whole video, and like my personal opinion after watching the whole thing is Joshua seemed very honest. Does he go by Joshua or Josh? I'm not sure, but he seemed very honest. The accusations that he made against her in this documentary and interview, oh man, like if she stays silent on those, that woman is so unbelievably guilty. You can't even, because I'll tell you right now, some of the accusations that Josh made in this documentary, somebody made those against me and they weren't true. You bet I would be getting in a video and it wouldn't be with a ukulele, okay? One part really creeped me out, like when they were talking about her eyes in the video. I was like, oh my God, like there's like demons in her eyes or something. She looks horrifying in that clip. And also he talked about how she cheated on him and had done it multiple times. And he also said that this representation is the most accurate to who Colleen Ballinger really is that he's ever seen. That's bad. He was with her for a very long time, and to say that about somebody, that's a huge statement to make about somebody, because the things that are out about her right now are horrible. And if that's the most true to her, she's an awful person. And I mean, I truly believe everything that everybody's been saying. When you have this many people that you've done dirty, like How is she not waking up every single day shaking in her boots wondering who was going to be the first person to talk about what she did to them? Because she treated people awful. What an absolute narcissist. But I'm not even going to lie to you. I am waiting for her to say something. I think she's just dropped off the face of the earth and she's gonna just never show back up again. She probably has a massive savings and doesn't care anymore. I don't know. I feel like it'd be interesting to see Swoop interview her, but I don't think that she's ever gonna come out in a video. I'll probably be proven wrong, but was she gonna bring out next time a trombone, a flute? She gonna come out with an apology video and be playing the drums? I feel like the people that I feel the worst for in this situation, apart from the victims, is her kids. I feel so bad for her kids because that's their mom. Ooh, God, just wait till they get the internet and they learn about all this. Oh my God. Anyway, you guys are gonna have to get in the comments down below and let me know what you think, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and would like to see more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed so that you don't miss any of my uploads, and I will be seeing you guys soon for another video.